Warning, the statements made on Drink with Cose2Cose may be considered offensive to some viewers. Statements such as, but not limited to, Jesus is real, the South will not rise again, and Mexico is a third world country. Before becoming offended, please keep in mind that these statements are merely the opinions of three drunken retards and should not be taken seriously. However, if you do discover that you are in fact a vagina and become offended by something Cose2Cose says, for example, we just said retards, you'll get a cry by the blow with an asshole comment. While you're
Stepped on poop.
Okay, Timmy, you know the line?
Yes.
Okay then. And 3, 2...
Hello! And welcome to Drinking with Case2Case.
Okay. Timmy, that was great.
Thanks.
But the name of
Felt good.
The show's name is Drinking with Cose2Cose.
Oh, I didn't say that?
No, you said Case to Case.
What is that?
I have no idea.
Sounds like a dumb company about cell phones or something. Oh. Hello! And welcome to Drinking with Cose2Cose.
Okay, Timmy, that was much closer, but it wasn't coast to coast. It's Cose2Cose.
Well, those words don't make sense. Coast to coast, that makes sense.
Yes, it does.
Yeah, we always, we do a little beginning cheer. I actually know what the toast is.
I just look at how good I look. Hey everyone!
Look at how good I
Come see how good I look.
And
Drinking with...
no, wait for the go. And go.
Welcome to Eat at Joe's. With Joe...
Oh, no. Kids.
Eating with Joseph and Joseph. That's not right, is it?
No.
It's just one Joseph.
No, Timmy.
This month's opening toast goes out to the SCOTUS ruling. Thank you, Supreme Court, for making marriage between homosexuals legal.
Here, here.
How awful was that?
That wasn't awful.
What did you just drink, Jesse?
99 apples.
Red Loft, my lords.
You were waiting for some...
Yes, I was.
I know, I was at the gas station, not gas station, the liquor store, and there's a bug on me. And I saw all these little I'm really losing it right now. All these little shots behind glass, and I was like, hey, how much is that? And he's like, everything in here is like $1 or something. I'm like, I'll take 4 of those things. And I didn't realize they're 99 proof.
Mm-hmm. That's why they're called 99 bananas.
I didn't realize
apples.
that. And tastes pretty good.
Yeah.
Actually.
Does it?
Yeah. I might just do the one of these because of how strong that is.
Yeah, that's a pretty potent shot.
Yeah. Judging how I was able to speak right when this started.
Right.
Yeah, that's good.
He's having a stroke.
It sounded like you. When you
Yeah.
yeah. Actually, I guess we'll jump right into the beers, right?
Yeah. What are you drinking there?
Well, actually, so I was at the liquor store because last time we asked people to tell us what their favorite summer drinks were.
Mm-hmm.
We got a few people telling us some of their drinks, and one I decided to pick was from Love Hungry Man, who's been a longtime fan of the show.
Yep.
One of the things he likes to drink is this. It's a Strongbow cider. This is hard apple cider honey.
Yeah.
It's not bad.
Good.
Not bad at all.
I've had I like the original Strongbow a lot. Good stuff.
And I was gonna get something from I was gonna get a root beer, but like alcoholic root beer for Benjamin Bartholomew.
They do make that.
Yeah, like there was one I was specifically trying to find.
Not your granddad's root beer.
I think it's just not your father's.
Yeah. Sprecher.
Good.
Sprecher makes it.
He thought it was really tasty, so I was like, well, I want to try to find that, and couldn't find it. It's like, well, not that you were second. I was gonna get both.
Yeah, because he would have drank them both.
Probably. So yeah, and then I got girly shots to go along with it. So.
And we should probably introduce the person that is not Nick.
Ah!
Yeah, not Nick, sitting at our table. This is Lacey. She's joining us, so we're going to have 3 people.
It's a girl.
It's a
girl. It is a girl, finally, you guys. Get a girl on the show.
Weird. And you're acting normally.
Yeah, totally fine. And not drunk. So.
Yet.
Yeah. Well, no, you know.
You got plans later, sis.
That's right.
Yeah, well, may or may not go to that. I don't know.
Well, go.
No, I don't do that. I got a
He's
whole
gonna
bottle of...
Pants will come off for the
Yep.
night. So there we go.
That's Fireball.
Awesome.
But, and I am drinking Coors Banquet Beer.
Very nice.
Yes. So,
Well, what are you drinking?
she said Miller Lite.
Miller
sorry.
Lite, yeah.
Okay.
I thought she said Miller Lite.
That.
Jesus.
I drink that all the time.
I do too. It's
All
only
the
99
time.
calories. That's the lowest calorie beer that I like.
Very nice.
I like Coors.
Your can looks very comforting to me. It's got a color that looks creamy
Yes.
and
It tastes like cream soda.
makes me want to drink it.
No, it doesn't taste like cream
No,
soda.
that doesn't
Does it
sound
have
right.
the mountains on it that turn blue?
No.
The
this
cold
is-
indicator?
This is a Coors Banquet Beer. This is the original. For those who don't know, this is the original Coors. There wasn't Coors Light when... shit, I can't think of his name.
I don't know.
I can't think of the guy who started Coors. This is the original Coors beer. So before you could get Coors Light, you just got Coors, and it says Banquet on it, so a lot of people call it Coors Banquet Beer.
I just realized that didn't go on. There we go.
It is tasty and delicious. So what have you been up to?
Other than just a lot of work, I guess.
Yeah.
A lot of writing for Awesome Blue Channel.
Which is Jesse's other channel.
And yeah, doing a little bit more work on that script I wrote. It's about not much for me.
So
Boring.
say, have you seen
Yes.
The Dawn of Justice,
Yes.
Ash vs. the Evil Dead?
Actually, I did watch that, even though
It's good.
Good.
the weird thing is, I've only seen the first Evil Dead movie, and I
Oh.
haven't seen anything else.
Same boat.
It's fine. Evil Dead, Evil Dead 2 is pretty much Evil Dead
That's what I've
with a
understood.
different cast, and then Army of Darkness is
The
funny.
same guy.
It's
That's
it's
what I
Bruce Campbell.
Understood.
Yeah,
that it's
but he
famous.
gets transported back in time.
And he fights evil. And
Yeah.
he loses his hand. And
He
Gives a chance.
loses his hand. Spoilers in the second one.
I was wondering where in the trailer all of a sudden like that.
He's got the chainsaw.
Yeah, the chainsaw came from. I was like, what is up?
Yeah, he
people
loses
been
his...
wanting something like this for a long time.
Yeah. And I'm super... Don't, mister, if the camera starts shaking, the cat is fucking with the tripod. But, oh god, was okay, so Suicide Squad, Dawn of Justice, Ash vs. the Evil Dead. What was the other trailer? You don't...
Yeah, I know Doctor Who is on there too.
Yeah.
Came out, and then probably Game of Thrones or something, and Walking Dead, all those pop.
Oh no,
Fear the Walking Dead.
Walking Dead.
Oh,
We watched that last night,
companion
yeah.
series.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was
Is that any different than the other one? It's just a whole
It
set,
is.
new
Yeah,
set
yeah.
of people.
New set of people in LA when stuff was starting to
Oh, right-
happen
right
away. Yeah.
so.
Okay, well that's kind of neat, I guess.
It looks way better, I think, than The Walking Dead.
Mm-hmm.
Since
And spoiler, me and you won't know or have any, but the characters would be screaming at the characters saying, no, they're supposed to do this,
Oh,
no, they're
yeah.
supposed to do that.
we read
That's right, you
the
guys-
comics.
Yeah, we were reading the comics.
And with The Walking Dead, and they went off story after the second or third
Second or
episode
third, yeah.
of the first season. So
Yeah, I stopped watching it about mid-second season when they were still on the farm. And
yeah, it
I
was.
just got tired. So
I don't
stopped.
know where the hell all these gnats are coming
Yeah,
from.
there's
If you
all-
can see
They're
them,
from your
Probably.
horde of flies.
I had Amityville horror type flies on this window.
or Lord of the Flies,
I
whatever.
need a new script from you.
That's what he used. That's
that was
voice
the
water.
only thing that
well,
I had
it's fine.
available.
I rewrote it a
Yeah.
little bit. I tweaked it here and there. So that's good. It's good.
What did you think of Suicide Squad trailer?
You know, it's actually, I'm really glad I saw it. The funny thing about this was that, so we got like a little more than a year before this even comes out.
Yes.
Yes.
It's supposed to be coming out after Superman versus Batman, or however.
Yes.
Dawn of Justice.
Yes, Dawn.
Yeah, it's the third in this little universe they're building.
Mhm.
But they put it out because it got leaked,
Oh,
and they
yeah.
couldn't fight it. They tried to get it off, and they said, well, we don't want everyone to watch a crappy version of this trailer, so let's just put the whole thing out.
Right.
And but we want you to know we're angry, so but it's out there, and I think everyone was really unsure because of the Jared Leto Joker look.
Right.
Everyone was really like, I don't know, this is weird looking. I don't know.
Right.
But as soon as you see him, I think personally, I think just watching him actually finally moving and talking, it changes everything.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I was excited for him to be Joker. I'm a big 30 Seconds to Mars fan and fan of all of his other movies.
He's a great
so
actor.
He is a very good actor.
I knew he was gonna kill it, and he did. And the only
mouth looks huge.
Yes.
Yes, it does.
Which is great.
The only thing I did not like, and probably will not like, even when the movie comes out, is Will Smith as Deadshot. I don't like Will Smith.
Don't like Will Smith. Huh?
No, I've never been a fan. Like, the last movie I think I enjoyed that he was in was Independence Day.
You know, interesting, I found that there's another character that's in the Suicide Squad called Rick Flag. I don't know that much about that character, really, but I know Tom Hardy was going to be him.
Oh.
But he had to drop out because of
I was
other
looking
stuff.
forward to seeing him in that movie. He's a good actor.
So I think what they really did is they turned it more towards Will Smith because he's the biggest actor. In
Right.
So,
Right.
Aside from Jared Leto, probably.
And
Right, and Margot Robbie.
Thank you.
Harley Quinn.
What else has she been in?
She was.
A Wolf of Wall Street.
Was she? Okay.
Yes. This is like the second big blockbuster that she's been in.
Okay.
If you haven't seen Wolf of Wall Street, you need to watch it just
Just
Okay.
for her.
for this like 40 or hour. I don't know. I used to have the timestamp remembered because there's a. Oh my God, she is gorgeous.
Well, you know, I was originally, without having never seen any or footage or heard her, I thought, man, she's got to sound like that. We have that squeaky voice and all of that.
Right.
She's got to be just like her because that's the only like real version we've got
Right.
of her. And then I remember watching it and thinking that's not exactly right, but I don't care.
Right. Yeah, and she's. I was hoping they wouldn't do the super squeaky voice. Like maybe a little
Mr.
bit.
J.
Yeah,
It's
the Jersey kind of Boston. I get that annoyed the fuck out of me in the cartoons, but
It annoyed me more when I thought about how this is a worker in the Arkham Asylum sounding like that all the time.
Right.
I would go crazy.
Yeah, you
Right.
I thought.
Tell me more about what's wrong.
she's, God, what's wrong with her?
Kind of like the mom from Bob's Burger, kind of.
Yeah.
Kind of a little bit,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I was just watching that yesterday.
God, that's a really
and that's
good.
a guy. That
Yes, it is.
Yeah, it is.
That's a guy.
Really interesting.
That was a. Oh wow, that was kind of scary. What was the other trailer? Dawn of Justice.
We've come before.
Yeah.
I actually am. Now I'm looking forward to this because I was curious to look. What the heck's going on? Why is he upset with him? And I thought more and more, thinking, okay, he probably thinks he's the threat, which ended up being that way. But then when I saw the fish, like, oh, he was there. This is a movie you never saw though. Was the
Man of Steel.
Yeah,
So just to know the fact that was some crazy big battle.
Oh,
pretty much destroyed the entire city.
Right, and even the only reason I know that is because a lot of people after it happened were talking and saying, well, Superman's supposed to help people, and like the last 45 minutes of the movie, they decimate a city. And what about all the people in the buildings? They didn't get all those people out. He killed people.
Oh yeah.
And so that's kind of
they really changed what he ended up doing in the film was really.
But I thought with the Dawn of Justice, I thought it was I was excited to see it because I'm all three of the movies. I'm just like everybody's bitching about Ben Affleck. I like Ben Affleck as Batman.
It's
fine.
Good.
It's
It's based off the Dark Knight version, so
Yes.
he's like a little
older Batman.
I've heard that at this point in time, Joker has killed Robin.
Yes, one of the Robins.
One of the Robins.
And that's another thing I thought was interesting when they, in the trailer where they're showing it, he opens up that piece of paper and it's scrawled on there like you let your family die or you let them die or something like that. Clearly the Joker's handwriting, and then they show another bat suit that looks like it's been spray painted in yellow.
The joke's on you or something.
Yeah, so it's like I like how they kind of integrated the Joker into that.
I don't think he'll be in it, but he'll.
No, and I don't know how much.
I actually think they're if anything they're just going to be dropping superheroes throughout that film. 'Cause
Right.
I know that obviously Wonder Woman's.
Oh, yeah, Wonder
Woman's in it.
And then I heard they're going to also Aquaman They have Aquaman, the guy from Game of Thrones.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
He's going to
Like
make an
Drogo.
appearance somewhere in there. And then I heard that Cyborg is going to make an appearance. The guy who's
Cyborg.
Cyborg.
I don't know. Cyborg from Teen Titans.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. He's not one of the original people from Justice League, but he's
Right.
more well known, I think, within a younger crowd.
Yeah, the crowd that will be going to see this movie, and us old farts are like, that's not the way it happened.
Aquaman, definitely. The guy that what's his face?
I don't know
playing,
his name.
Is his name Jason something?
I think his first name is Jason. Don't know the last name.
By the way, he's very different take on him.
Yeah.
He is.
Not blonde.
Nope.
No.
Kind of has dreads.
Has kind of an exotic look
Yeah.
though, which is kind of cool.
Going more off of the, I think, Poseidon.
They need to have a badass version. I mean, there's been
As-
some cool versions, but
As,
Aquaman really doesn't do anything cool though.
yeah,
I
but
mean, really.
that's
He
the
doesn't.
thing.
He doesn't.
They need to make him cool.
Yeah.
How can they make someone cool and all he does is talk to fish?
That's the
That's
thing.
right.
That's the conception that most people have is that he just talks to fish.
Right. You can't.
And they've tried to expand it in different various ways, and I guess in comics and other mediums. But
Yeah, I
he's
don't.
like, well, he knows to do this. He's I've heard versions that he's also as strong as Superman. That seems a bit crazy to me.
Maybe just underwater.
I was about to say,
Sure.
can Aquaman go
Yeah, he can go
up
on
under,
land. He can
over
go on
water
land.
on land? Okay. It's not like Little Mermaid.
No.
Okay.
No, he has legs.
Yeah, I don't know. He is an Atlantean, right? Or is he got half Atlantean and half human?
No, I think, yeah. Well, he's the son of,
The mom is
Poseidon.
human?
yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
He's the, yeah, so they go a little into Greek mythology. And I could be, I don't know, I haven't brushed up on my Aquaman history. I just remember he was the guy in the Justice League on the cartoon. I was just like, I don't like him. Show more Batman or Robin.
Hey, while we're talking about men in costumes,
Mhm.
that's not related to the opening gay toast and to me in general.
Mm.
I don't know why I had to mention that. Anyways, the real quick, we got about a minute left. You seen Ant-Man yet?
No. Not
No?
going to.
Really?
Mm-mm.
I might. I don't know. I don't go to the theater much.
I don't either.
Not a Marvel fan, or
Not an Ant-Man fan.
I mean, you like Paul Rudd, don't you?
Yeah, but not this Ant-Man.
Well, the trailer looked kind of funny. Or cute. Not, I don't know.
Exactly.
It looked-
It looked cute.
it wasn't as funny as I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Ended up, being.
To me, it just
it's
looks
not
for
as
like
funny.
little kids.
Yeah, it's just a way to introduce him.
Right.
It had cool visuals and cool
Right.
stuff to it.
But I mean, overall, it wasn't a bad movie.
No.
It wasn't like you were saying if you were going,
No, it's just
oh,
as entertaining. I think
this is how Paul Rudd's career dies.
I don't. Yeah, I mean, it's not. I wouldn't say it was my favorite Marvel film, but
Right.
I definitely found it very entertaining. And,
Oh, well,
so,
that's good.
so it's fun. I think we're pretty much about.
I
there.
think we probably are, and
we got
that
Yeah.
means that it's time for.
Boy, that Jesse is fantastic. And B is tolerable.
Well, Nick got fat, so we went to fat camp. It's really in jail, but we don't talk about that. He wrote us some letters, now we'll read them for you. Let's see what shit he's been through.
This segment is a new segment on Drinking with Cose to Cose, and will probably be the last new segment. We'll go back to the regular format next month, but this is Nick's letters from Fat Camp.
Yes.
So,
We have 2 letters. We received the first one a little late, but
yeah.
we're going to take turns reading the first and then the second,
Mm-hmm.
just to find out.
What's going on at Fat Camp with Nick?
So it's like he's almost here. Just picture Nick, right?
Don't do
Or
that.
don't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just-
Um,
you look way better than Nick would. So.
Thank you.
I'm just amazed he can write
Ooh, really?
actual words on
And it's
paper.
legible?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
prints. So, okay, this says for June DWCC episode 27, number
alright.
1. We're just a month late. Well, gentlemen, what can I say? First off,
Or maybe not legible?
if people are hearing this letter, that means you managed to do the show all by yourselves, and I'm proud. Now let's get down to it. It's May 27th, my 16th day in my 87-day stay. And I'm pleased to announce that I saw... Read that? Yeah, we'll read it.
Yeah.
Okay. I saw a big black man's big black ass. He was bent over, talking on the phone, and bam! There it was for the whole world to see. I referred to it as the dark side of the moon. That got a few chuckles. It's good to know he's making friends at Fat Camp.
It's good.
Also, I just want to make it clear I am not working on Bible Answers Season 4.
Okay.
The food here is hit or miss. Mostly miss. And I have some 31-year-old toothless dude that likes to talk to me. The problem is, I can't understand a goddamn word he says. Except for the fact that he ends every line with, you know what I mean? I just look and nod.
Sure.
And finally, I met a nice young white supremacist lad here. And speaking of white power, someone who used to be in my cell before he tagged the room with SS bolts and a lovely message, whites only, spelled O-N-L-E-Y. Hugs and kisses. Hopefully I will have more fun stuff in July. Nick.
Wow.
It's moving.
So he's
Meeting people. He's getting.
Yeah.
We take a shot.
Yeah, we need to
that.
take a shot for that. That's
Yeah.
congratulations, Nick, on seeing a large ass and meeting a white supremacist. That's so odd. You wouldn't think there'd be any white supremacists at Fat Camp. That sounds more like something that would be in a county jail.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, that's
maybe,
weird.
I mean, maybe they were just really fat.
Right.
A fat white supremacist.
Yeah.
Right. They're out there.
They are out
Yeah.
there.
Well, he said that hopefully he'd have better stuff in July. Let's find out.
We're gonna find out. That says from Fat Camp on it, doesn't it?
Yep.
That
Yep.
postmark.
Yeah, it's got a big burger stamp on it too.
Does it really?
Yeah.
You think he gets to choose his stamps at Fat Camp?
He might.
Hmm.
Also 2 pages. All right.
Big letters, though. Is this episode 28?
He makes a note just in case we didn't do it. Don't forget to read June's letter too, dicks. Thank you, Nick.
Thanks, Nick.
You're always here in spirit. Love him so much. So, for episode 28, July 2nd, 2015, day 50 of 87.
187.
Oh, yeah.
No.
That's not right. Yeah, it is 87, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
The days are moving fast now. Only 37 more to go. So far, I have messages not to get
Managed.
No, so far I've managed not to get shanked or ass raped, but there is always hope.
At Fat Camp.
In fact,
That's right, Fat Camp.
That Fat Camp, that's a dangerous place. Also, I still can't decide on what gang to join. The Black Panthers look promising. That Fat Camp? Maybe Fat Panthers?
Yeah.
Maybe, surprised at Fat Panthers.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot to talk about, but I did finally get to see Man of Steel. To my surprise, I rather enjoyed it. Okay.
Ties in
He was
what we're talking
force-fed
about.
it.
Yeah.
He was force-fed it. That worked out well. Okay. How's your weight loss going, guys? Gosh, I'm so proud of you two.
Doing pretty well.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hugs and kisses, Nick.
What was the PS?
P.S. You need to get one of these toilets. If they flushed any harder, it would pull shit straight out of your ass. Okay.
Not for episode.
Okay. Okay. That's we're just gonna leave that. This is something for us.
Yeah. So that ends letters from Fat Camp
That was
With-
nude drawing.
with Nick. Sounds like he's doing pretty good there. You know what? I haven't written Nick a letter at Fat Camp yet.
I wrote him a letter. I'm not sure if I'll get around to a second one. I don't know. Sorry, Nick, for watching this, and I decided not to. It took a lot out of me to tell you all about the company that changed their logo that's making Gears of War games now.
The Coalition.
And and took a lot out of me to find a few images for the next Turtle sequel. That really was hard to put time and effort into, and
Right.
you know, I'm sorry I wasn't a better cousin.
I haven't written him at all yet, and this is June 18th.
No remorse.
July 18th.
July? We going back in time?
This is July 18th, and I'll get you a letter before you get out. I promise.
Of fat
hard.
camp.
Of fat camp. Yep, before you get out of fat camp.
Well, he saw a big black ass and he watched Man of Steel. He met a white supremacist who apparently can't spell. He'll be back next month and he'll have questions for me. I wonder if he drank piss to get a Twinkie.
Well, we've got a lot more time in this segment, I think.
We sure do. I thought these would be a lot longer.
Right, and maybe a little funnier. I expected a lot better. I'm not going to lie to you, Nick.
Sorry. Well, you know, again, he disappoints us, and he's just not he's not funny. He's not great just to have around.
No, he's God. You know, once we figured out this light thing,
I think we have a brand new setup, a brand new, you know, group.
This is
Brand
a
new feel.
It's really refreshing,
right,
to have a female in the group.
Mhm.
That's right.
And
being progressive.
Yeah, and you can talk to this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is true.
That's like the only one I can talk to, because otherwise I get all stupid and nervous and naked.
Naked. Yeah, well, night's still young.
Well, it is almost bedtime.
For you?
I go to bed early.
What time do you go to bed?
Normally.
5.
5? What?
Or 6, maybe 7.
That's like dinner.
No.
It's dinner
No,
time.
I go to bed very early.
It's like all the shows, the good shows are on.
I don't have cable.
Okay, well, that's fair. I don't either.
Yeah, I go to bed very early. I'm an old man.
Well,
I can't help it. It's
35 this year, right?
Yep, 35
Very
in a
soon.
month.
getting up there.
Yeah, a little more than a month.
Oh,
And
boy.
I'll be 35, and no, it's just I really like getting my 8 hours of sleep. And normally, now at work we've switched our shift. We go in an hour later. But see, normally I have to start work at 6, so that means I get up at 4:30 in the morning. So, yeah, anytime later than 8, I'm not getting full 8 hours. And
yeah, I guess I would call it kind of an early night.
yeah, it's now normally on the weekends I'm alone and very depressed and usually drunk by this time, so it's bedtime anyway. And then I wake up and I'm like, I wake up and I'm like, the next morning I'm like, oh, I wasted my weekend.
I still stay up way too late. I get up at 5:30, but I'll still go to bed after midnight.
Oh.
Letting it all hang out.
Somehow I can still push through the day. I don't know how I do it.
I can't. I get really grumpy and agitated. And, well, see, in the heat.
I can totally see you do that.
Yeah.
Being grumpy and agitated.
Well, but, and then, you don't get your 8 hours of sleep, and then working in a factory, we don't have air conditioning. We work in these days it's been 90. Yeah, it's like 110 in there. Plus I'm wearing a jacket and a helmet and gloves. It's very hot.
Can I point out another great thing about not having Nick here?
We can talk?
Yeah, and on top of that, you are in much better moods.
Yes, I am. Nick makes me sad.
He rubs you the wrong way.
Makes me
He
sad.
doesn't pet you like you pet your cats. He pets
Right.
you the other way.
Where are the cats?
I don't know.
Oh my God!
No! No, they're around.
Wait
somewhere.
for another bee freak out.
No, because I'm sitting in Mister's chair.
Oh,
If I get up, he'd come.
Yeah, Mr. He probably won't show up. He showed up last episode just because I forced him to.
Well, sure.
But yeah, what else has been going? Oh, for those of you who don't know out there, Mr. Chuck Palahniuk has put out has started Fight Club 2. It's a comic book
By Dark Horse Comics.
by Dark Horse. Yep, and
This is a comic. I heard about it.
yep, I have the first issue in there. I'll show it to you.
He's actually going to be starting to write himself into the comics now, I've heard. Which is going to be interesting.
Yep.
Because he's never done that before.
Doesn't he invent Venture Brothers? there's a guy that's supposed to
Really?
be. Well, no, I'm thinking of.
You're thinking of Hunter Gatherer.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Okay.
I mixed up.
Yeah. No, Chuck's still alive. Hunter Thompson has been dead for 10 years.
What did he do?
Who?
Uh,
Chuck or Hunter?
Hunter.
Hunter Thompson did Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
What else? What else?
Hell's Angels, Hey
Rum Diary.
The Rum Diary.
Okay.
Fear and Loathing on the Campaign Trail 72. Great Shark Hunt.
Oh no, he's got
The Curse of Lono. Screwjack.
Okay.
We'll just keep going.
Well, you know, I haven't heard of most of those. That's fine. It's probably not fine. Anyways.
I can't think of any others.
All right. So yeah, mix them up. I mixed them up.
Yeah. No. So yeah, Chuck's the one that wrote Fight Club, Survivor, Invisible Monsters, Doom, Damned.
It's supposed to be the same character.
Yes, it is the
Yes,
same
it's
character.
the same characters.
Okay.
So Marla is there.
Tyler.
Tyler.
This is what happened.
And Tyler.
Next.
Yes,
Yes.
It's really interesting. It's beautifully drawn.
Very beautifully drawn.
The cover looks awesome. Done by an artist. I think they're gonna each. I think each cover is gonna have a different artist. So the first one was very cool. First issue, and for those of you who don't want to buy it in issue form, it'll be out next May.
Yeah, next May 2016.
Probably in a big bound book.
Are you going to end up getting that too?
Probably.
Yeah.
Both.
Probably get that. So.
That's right, because you guys are both big fans.
Yes.
We both met him.
Yep, we met him, and he sent us a wedding present. Oh, this is my ex-wife.
Yes.
That's my ex-wife.
This is why he can talk to me.
Yeah. So it's like if anybody's wondering, it's like, how can Ben talk to her? So it's like,
well, you talked about the pig, right?
Yes. I talked about the pig. I almost
signed blow up doll, signed dog.
I forgot. I was going to tell you to bring that shit for show and tell.
I can go back home and get it. I live 5 minutes away. This is how close we are.
Yeah, I mean, if you want to, it wouldn't be a bad idea because then we can let it cool down in here a little bit.
I don't have anything.
It's starting to get.
Yeah, it's starting to get a little bit hot. We gotta turn off the air. That's.
I don't have anything either, of any interest.
Yeah, we're just kind of letting it all hang out.
See what happens. And it's probably just about
fairly unstructured.
Yeah, we got a little.
Been loosey goosey.
Nick's gonna come back and hate the 2 episodes. The first episode he's gonna hate because it's blue. But this episode he's gonna hate because it's well lit and it's comfortable and we're just having conversation. I wonder.
We look damn good.
Yeah, we do. We look a lot better in this light. I wonder what the viewer of this show. Oh, I'm sorry. We have 2. Benjamin Bartholomew and Love Hungry Man. The 2 viewers.
We probably have about 5.
Yeah, 5.
5.
Okay,
strong
I wonder what
returning viewers.
Yeah, I wonder what our returning viewers think of this new format. Do you like it? Are we less boring, more boring? Do we look better?
Do you want us
to, lighting?
Yeah, do you want us to change up anything like
give us suggestions for when Nick comes back as
well. You changed the show.
Yes. It's all in your hands because we're lazy. And we can't think of good ideas.
When Nick comes back, he'll be like, fuck, they kept asking for this.
Right. Well, see,
next episode can be viewer's choice.
There we go.
That's like, what do you want us to talk about? I mean, because
new segments.
We've been doing this for like 2 years or more. 2 years. Wow. Well, what are we on? Episode 28?
Yeah.
So we've been doing it for 2 years. 2 years and 4 months.
We've done practically every month.
Right. Well, and in the beginning, we were banging them out like 2 or 3 a month. So.
Yeah.
I'd say probably about 2 years. I think it's been 2 years that we were doing this, and we're just running out of shit to talk about. And you know, if we keep doing show and tell, you're going to keep seeing a lot of video game consoles from Nick, and I will literally probably bring in my shoe, just like I said.
I'm looking forward to the shoe.
Yeah, for real this time, not just a joke.
Because it'll be like a big build up.
Right.
To like, this shoe's gonna happen. This shoe's coming. And then it'll finally be here. Like, this is your shoe.
This is the shoe.
And I'll be way more enamored in the shoe than I ever should have been. Because this is the last one. This is the last thing he could ever show.
He has nothing
else. The
else.
stories that you will be able to tell me.
Alright, that does it for Nick's Letters from Fat Camp / Just Bullshitting. And now it's time for Show and Tell! This second special toast goes out to the person at Fat Camp. We just read the letter that wasn't for air. Evidently, we fucked up. But we did everything right now. See, we got an extra person. We fixed the white balance. And
this is a show and tell.
This is a show and tell. So,
fuck you.
Eat shit, Nick.
Wow, what an ass! We're talking about Nick, right? Thought so.
He's gonna kick our ass when he gets out. Oh, fat camp.
I'll just make another video where we have to dub over his voice.
Yeah.
I've got plans to do more of those.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna find ways to. I found a site where I could easily just download the very videos themselves without audio.
Right.
So
that'll be a lot of fun.
yeah,
I really enjoyed
Lots of
that
fun with
episode.
that.
I enjoyed that episode. You know what we forgot to do though?
What's that? Oh. That's
Sorry for any.
The big noisy thing.
Sorry for any noise you heard. I had the air conditioning on because it is 95 fucking degrees outside.
And start showing.
I know we started a timer, so now we're officially going. This
We're good. Professional
episode show and tell is brought to you by Lacey, who has stuff to show you. Now, I have talked about Mr. Polnick on previous episodes and showed my copy of Snuff.
This is the
right?
other side.
Yes,
So-
but I have more stuff.
Right, and this is the other half. When we met him, he's very nice, very generous man. I think I talked about it on a previous episode about how he sent us wedding presents, and
Very cool story.
we have them here now. So if you want to pull out the big box and we'll put it in the center of the table, we will begin.
The big box that I was glad to get because he inadvertently put the wrong apartment number. But
no.
yay, United States Postal Service, you did me
Oh,
well.
it's because my threes look like my fives look like threes. That's why it was sent in 1903.
Yeah, it was 1905.
It was 1905.
Should have. No.
So.
No.
Sent a gigantic, huge, gigantor box of awesomeness, and a letter signed.
Yes, it is signed,
Typed out and.
typed out and everything.
Because I wrote him a letter. When the story goes that when we met him, she was first.
I couldn't talk.
She couldn't talk. She has tattoos on her legs
Yeah, I think
of
you mentioned that.
book covers. I mentioned to him that was my fiance. He handed me a card and said, "Send me an invitation. I'll send you a wedding present you never forget." So instead of just sending the invitation, I sent him
A letter.
a letter, and I'm taking credit for it. I don't care.
That's fine. I got the stuff.
No.
That's all that
I'm
matters.
taking. Yes, sir.
So when you went up to him, were you like, "Oh, man."
She
Yeah,
didn't say
I
anything.
pointed at my leg. That's all I could do. I just that's it.
Just
I have
picturing-
nothing. What do you say to the person who's shaped your life so much that you're
I'm
just
actually
like,
trying to,
oh.
I'm trying to picture this whole thing, even if you like weren't talking, just like, and she's like,
Yeah,
Well, she-
that was
yes,
basically
that was
how it
it.
was. That was it.
And then no, he was standing. He was standing. Wasn't he standing? He was standing.
He
Wasn't
was
behind
standing
the
at a table.
behind a table and
Yes.
signing, personalizing books and
Okay.
stuff like that. I wrote this, a letter to him. He writes back, "Dear Ben and Lacey, I'm sorry this arrives a little late for your wedding. It takes some time to get the engraving done, but it will last a lifetime. The pic is based on a similar bank which my mother's parents got as a wedding gift in the 1930s in Montana. It was their favorite and sat in every kitchen they shared for over 60 plus years of marriage. Engraving, tattooing, I guess it's kind of the same thing. Please always consider yourselves as the greatest gifts you can give each other, and never hesitate to surprise one another. With so much awfulness that just happens, it's worth the effort to make sure that good things also just happen. You will never regret the time you spend together. Someday the memory of that time will be the greatest comfort. I'll shut up now. Chuck Palahniuk. All the change from the clothes dryer goes in the pig." I'm taking credit for "I'll shut up now."
Yes, because that is what you said to him because you were rambling.
I was
down to St.
rambling
Louis.
I was rambling in my letter to him.
I think I remember you talking about
And
this.
I signed it, "I'll shut up now," instead of "kind regards" or "your buddy." And since he got that, that's how he signed. Is that still correct, that he signs anything like in his blogs or web posts, "I'll shut up now," Chuck Palahniuk?
I think so. On some of them, yes, he has, but I don't think on all of them.
No,
Bam.
but I'm taking credit for that. So that was the backstory on what you're probably going to show next.
The pig, and yes, it is engraved, and yes, it is heavy, and yes,
Something
There's
changed.
change.
Went to the, in
Is
the
it
culture.
from the poster?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Of course it is. Come on now. I still follow the rules
Yeah.
Ford the man gave me. Count blessings, not faults.
And then
To Ben and Lacey, June 21st, 2008, which
Was
was
our
our
wedding
wedding anniversary.
you can take it up close to the camera if you want.
That
so
was,
people can see it.
Now, if I remember, I'm not sure I got to know you until
No.
after that.
Yeah, we were not.
That was probably, I'm gonna say maybe, I don't know, maybe within a year?
Well,
or so?
I think we had spoken, but we really didn't, get to know each other too much.
Yeah.
Because I had met Nick in
From work.
2007
Okay.
from work. So I think we had shot some of
Workout 3.
we shot some of Workout 3.
A crazy, weird
And
video you'll
that
never
was
see.
that was it. What else do we have in the big box that Mr. Polinick?
We have
Pollinate.
my copy of Snuff.
Those are anal beads
Okay.
Those,
yeah, I was gonna
it's an anal bead bookmark.
Sure.
from the movie and the book Choke. Well, actually, is it from the book Choke or is it from the movie?
It's, well, both.
Well, I mean, but was it promotional for the book or for the
It was
movie?
promotional for the book, I
Okay.
believe. I still have the ticket
I still have mine.
that allowed me to have my book. To Lacey, Chuck Palahniuk, you make sweet love look easy sleazy.
And probably yours
And it
priced
probably
it.
does still smell like Stetson.
Mine doesn't smell as much as it used to because I
Rub it on yourself.
Well, yeah, I rub it. I can't help it.
We have a Rant bumper sticker, just married.
Which, if you've read the book, it makes more sense.
You need to read all of his books.
Yeah, you really do.
And this is where the glitter comes in. Yes, I still have the Whitman's chocolate.
He sent us a Whitman sampler. She has never. I figured you
I've
just
never
ate
opened.
that.
Oh,
a
no.
long time ago.
No!
First thing you done.
And then they had books of his that were signed for sale. I got a Choke.
Great book.
Great book.
And the movie, it's not the greatest, but it's.
I thought it was good. This is my
not
favorite
bad.
book. Survivor.
Yeah.
That was my favorite book from him.
It's a fucking awesome,
By
awesome
far.
book.
And that's one last thing. The thing that I well, it didn't blow up, but yes.
Should always be our third
Signed.
person in this
Right.
table.
Blow Up Doll should be the either third or fourth person. Yes, it is
over
signed.
here. Snuff Tour 2008, which was a lot of fun. So,
it was a lot of fun.
I mean, I know everything about this since, I was there and I witnessed this. Do you have any more questions about the book, the pig, the man?
He's
So-
a great man.
Right behind you.
Oh, yes.
For those of you who don't know, just talked about it, it's probably creating glare on the plastic. This is the cover, you can see it, I know you can, of Fight Club 2 first issue, Dark Horse Comics. So just in case you want to know what to look for, run out and grab this if you still can. Order it on Amazon, eBay, whatever you got to do. Great, awesome art, awesome story. It's neat to see where Tyler, or as he's calling himself these days, Sebastian, and Marla are at now. And then of course you're gonna meet Tyler in the book, because the movie. Now, what did the movie Fight Club do different than
When they
the
met,
book?
when they met in the book, you met Tyler naked on an airplane. They were midair. They made it more in the book. You knew he was schizophrenic. That was basically Fincher's idea. They recreated how they met, so it'd be more of a surprise at the ending.
And what about the end? From what I remember of the ending, he didn't shoot himself. They were tossing shit, spoilers, off the top of a building for Project Mayhem. It was broad daylight.
But they also did not bomb a credit union.
No, they didn't
They
bomb.
bombed an art statue.
Right. And he was arrested on top of a building.
Yes.
And then sent to a mental institution.
As it should have been.
Tyler Durden, the Ed Norton's character.
Right.
That's the way you have to, because they were both Tyler.
Yeah, for me, so I personally, I just fall asleep when I read books. Unless there's like big pictures and big letters.
Pop-up
like,
book?
That's awesome. Oh yeah, Green Eggs and Ham will forever be my favorite book ever.
So you can't read books. What about books on? Have you ever tried audiobooks?
Yeah, audiobooks would be good.
Yeah, that actually might work. There are Doctor Who audio, and read by sometimes the doctors themselves. Right. And I've tried to listen to some, and I don't fall asleep to them. I do find them interesting. I keep thinking like, man, I wish this was a video.
Right.
Because I'm like, oh, that's David Tennant, or that's Matt Smith talking.
Try some of the audiobooks.
Well, there's also a place called Big Finish. I know we're kind of really traveling away from this, but there's a company called Big Finish Productions or something like that, and they take a lot of actors and they'll make audio dramas. Like Torchwood is going to get a whole new story through like the same actor, John Barrowman.
So they're making a radio play essentially.
Pretty much, yeah. And they're doing they just it wasn't I don't know if it was earlier this year that Tom Baker, who played the Fourth Doctor, is going to be doing Big Finish Productions.
Oh, so now Big Finish, is that big F-I-N-I-S-H or F-I-N-N-I-S-H? So is it like a large Finnish man? Or is it like Big Finish? like jazz hands Big Finish?
Like Big Finish at the end of a race, kind of.
Okay.
Like,
big, so it's not just a large, very tall Finnish man.
Yeah, well, I finished really nicely there.
Right, okay. I was just, you said Big Finish, and I just pictured this very tall, blonde-haired guy who sounds like...
Finish.
Yeah.
How are they talking?
They're pretty close.
Pretty close.
Yeah.
Pretty close to that. Yeah. Being a Finnish and all this and that.
Very close to, speaking of chef,
Let's just make that a whole segment.
Oh god.
We could make Swedish Chef a whole segment. We can make a puppet chicken.
Here we go.
Now Chuck has just put out a book of short stories.
Yes, his short stories. The one that he read to us when he was down in St. Louis is in it. It is about The Price is Right and Hello Kitty Acid.
Yep. A stamp of acid with Hello Kitty on it.
Oh, that's cute.
He's also did, which went popular on Facebook. Thank you, Facebook. The Fight Club for Kids.
Yeah, check out that video. Just type in Fight Club for Kids.
It's wonderfully hilarious.
It's a funny video of him reading a book, a children's book.
A Fight Club.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Horsing Around Club.
Horsing Around Club. You do not talk about Horsing Around Club.
Yeah, it's and then before he did the book of short stories, and then there's also Damned and Doomed.
And we're waiting on the third, so hurry up, please.
Damned is a
Doomed,
and the next one. Don't know. It's a very. I just finished. I'm a little behind on my reading in general. I could bring out the stack of books that I have in my room that I ordered. I got drunk and ordered.
That's how it goes.
$80 worth of books on Amazon. So I have a stack of sci-fi novels in my room that I've yet to read. But I just finished Damned. I will soon read Doomed. Damned is really interesting. A young girl named Madison Spencer ends up in hell.
She died.
She is dead. And she it's kind of been billed as, even on the back cover, and don't let this discourage you if you're not a fan of John Hughes films, but if you're not, you should be a fan of John Hughes films, because that's just what Americans do. It's been described as the Breakfast Club in hell.
The first book is. The second one, not so much.
Even like a quarter of the way through the book, it ceases to be that Breakfast Clubby type stuff. And I don't get me wrong, I enjoy the Breakfast Club, but I'm really glad he didn't. Because when someone says that, it's like, oh, it's like the Breakfast Club in hell. It's kind of like, oh, so what you're saying is he hasn't have original idea, and he's just...
That is far from true.
Well, no, it's far from true, but that's when if someone reads the back of that, it's like, well, I've seen the Breakfast Club, why the hell do I want to watch it in hell? Or read about it in hell. So it's different. Check it out. I think I've said that many times. Check out his books.
Probably.
Yeah, and Hunter Thompson's books, and he doesn't read.
Audiobooks.
I got a couple books you might want to read.
I don't read.
Ready Player One, and
Who dat?
Well, that's a book written by Ernest Cline. It's about video games.
You like that?
We'll get you that one on audio. Okay, enough high
Keep
fives.
on going.
We got him going. He's interested now. So I think we're done.
There you go.
That's episode 28 of Drinking with Coast to Coast.
Hope you enjoyed our time without Nick.
Yes, he'll be back next month from Fat Camp. Not looking forward to it. You know he's going to find out about this.
He's going to have a lot of interesting stories. I'm sure it'll be solely based all about him next time, which is...
Yeah.
You know,
That's his MO.
It'll be the next show.
It'll be the next show. Maybe it'll be worth watching.
Starring him. He's Nick. But I'm just amazed that someone's sending him letters to Fat Camp telling him how bad we're doing at this show, when I didn't really think that last episode was that bad. Did you think the last episode was that bad?
You know, I thought it was very
we got comments on it.
Sure.
I mean, it didn't look the greatest.
I'm pretty sure, a lot of our regular viewers found it very entertaining.
Right, and we forgot to do the white balance, and
It happens.
it's me and Jesse. We don't have friends. It's not like we can get a third. Like, she volunteered. It was awfully nice of her to volunteer. Everybody thank Lacey for being our third.
And not that we didn't try to get. I tried to see if Zach or Mike get involved, but just scheduling didn't work out.
Yeah.
So we have excuses, and we wanted to fuck with the show's
chemistry.
Yeah.
Just
to see what happens.
So
maybe get some new ideas down the road.
Yeah. So give us your ideas, and thanks for your suggestions on summer drinks. And oh God, he's drunk. And that does it. We'll see you next month.
Okay, been at this for, let's see, 4.5 hours roughly. Okay,
Damn.
Timmy, do you have it?
Time sure flies when you're having fun.
I wouldn't call this fun, Timmy. Okay, you have it?
I have it.
Okay, you know your line.
We can do this.
Okay then. And go.
Goodbye, Coach.
Ah!
Oh, I'm sorry. Couch. Goodbye, Couch.
No, Timmy! It's... Hello, and welcome to Drinking with Cose2Cose.
You know what? If you would have told me this forever ago, maybe I would have understood what I was supposed to say. Yeah, forget it. You know what?